Hey everyone, Piano Man Chuck here. And if you've seen my previous videos, you've seen me playing all kinds of digital pianos. I've played Yamaha, Nord, Korg, Roland, Alesis, Casio Privia, you name it, I've played it. And if I didn't own it at one point or another, I have at least played it. So right now, currently, I have 4 digital pianos. I have the Korg Kronos, I have the Nord Stage 2, and I have 2 different Casio Privia models, the PX-350 and the PX-5S. Now the reason I'm putting this video together is it seems I'm getting endless requests, emails, private messages. They want to know how I feel. Surely I have a favorite. They think that I'm being neutral on all and not trying to show. Okay, this video is going to change all that. And yeah, I do have a favorite, and each one of the 4 pianos that I have, they all serve a different purpose for me. One that the other 3 can't serve. But if I had to narrow it down to a particular favorite of all 4 of those pianos that I have right now, it has to be this one, the Korg Kronos. And I'll tell you why. First of all, the keyboard action on this, the keypad. To me, the keypad action on this, the RH3 is what the Korg calls it. It's the best out of all 4. For me, other people might find other actions better, but for me, this is the best. This is a workstation. I can do 32 tracks of whatever music score I'm trying to come up with. I've got 16 MIDI tracks, 16 audio tracks. If I come up with 16 MIDI tracks, I can bounce that to audio and come up with... it's a phenomenal keyboard, and I can do anything I want with this keyboard. Anything. Yes, I can take it to a gig. I'd rather not because it weighs so much. I don't want to break my back. But if all 4 of my keyboards burned down right now or were stolen, this is the one that I would be most likely to replace immediately because I can do a lot with this. Okay, so enough said about the Korg Kronos. The Nord Stage 2, the other top of the line, it's been billed by many as the Rolls Royce of stage pianos, rightfully so. Of all 4 of the pianos, in fact, of all the digital pianos that I've ever played, the Nord is the most authentic sounding piano that I've ever played. And it's the only digital piano that I've played that has a Fazioli piano sample to it. Now, for those that never heard of Fazioli, it's an Italian piano manufacturer, and if you've ever played a Bosendorfer and you know how good those Austrian pianos are, superb. Try a Fazioli, you may not ever want to go to anything else. It's that good. Now, the Nord has the Bosendorfer, it has the Fazioli, it has the Steinway, it has everything. But of all the pianos that I have, the Nord sounds the most authentic. So when I'm writing something that absolutely has to sound like a real piano, the Nord is my choice. And you'll see the Nord in use by some popular groups like Mumford & Sons and that kind of thing. But really, that is my choice for piano authenticity. Can't come closer than that. Okay, the keypad action on the Nord, out of the 4 pianos I have, that's the one I like the least. Yes, I can use it. I can do classical with it. I can do anything with it. It's just that I prefer a harder action, and the Nord is a little bit lighter. Okay. Now we come down to the 2 Casios, the Privias, the PX-5S and the PX-350. The reason I have those is strictly for gigging. And the reason for gigging is each one of those weighs 24 pounds. If you're gigging pianos, that is a dream come true. 24 pounds. I mean, you can carry that under one arm. And it sounds good, and the key bed sound, it feels fantastic. I like it better than the Nord, less than the RH3 of the Kronos, so it's in between those two for me. The PX-350 has built-in amp and speakers. So if I'm going to a small house party or a small coffee shop, it's perfect. That's all I need to bring. It's got its own amp and speakers built in. It's not very powerful, but for something small, that's all I need. The PX-5S, the other Casio I have, which weighs the same, has the identical key bed action, has the identical sound engine, although you can do more with it to shape your sound. It's still all the same. The PX-5S, you need to bring an external amp and speakers because it doesn't have its own built-in, which is no problem. You have to do that with pretty much any stage piano. But the reason I like the 5S the best is because I can put 8 penlight batteries into it, and I don't have to worry about electricity. And I bring along a Roland KC-110 stereo keyboard amp, or one of the more powerful keyboard amps that run on lead-acid batteries or whatever, and I can go anywhere. I can go to a friend's backyard for a barbecue without worrying about power. I can go to mountains. I can do a wedding on the beach. So they all have their particular purpose. So as far as me, when I'm writing songs and I'm doing something for film or TV, I will use a combination of the Korg Kronos and the Nord Stage 2. And the Kronos, basically for everything, even though the piano sounds great, the Nord Stage 2 sounds better. So when it comes to the piano, I'll use the Nord Stage 2, and I'll use the Kronos for everything else. Now the Kronos is missing what's called string resonance. You're probably not going to notice it, but when you play it on the Nord, which has the string resonance, it gives it that beautiful depth and richness that you just don't get on this. And amazingly enough, the Casio Privias have that too, and the PX-5S, you can fine-tune that and so on and so forth. So basically, that's my take on the 4 pianos I have. Yeah, they're varying price ranges. The Korg Kronos is top of the line as far as music workstations go. The Nord Stage 2 is top of the line as far as stage pianos go. The Privia PX5 is opening up its own niche as far as portable stage pianos, and it's my #1 choice for gigging because it sounds so good. No, it doesn't sound as good as the Nord. Nothing does. It doesn't sound as good as the Kronos. But when you're gigging, it sounds fantastic. And you can program and shape the sounds with the PX-5S. With the PX-350, you get what you get. You press a button and you get a pre-selected piano or whatever it is that you're choosing. What you select is what you get. So basically, that's my take on all 4 of these pianos, and don't know what else to tell you other than Korg is my favorite for music workstation. Nord Stage 2 for authentic sounding pianos. You want an authentic sounding piano, you can't get much better than the Nord Stage 2. In fact, not much better. You cannot get better than the Nord Stage 2. For gigging, hands down, the Privia, both of those models. I mean, you've got fully weighted 88 key and graded hammer action. You just cannot beat it. I like the key bed action better than the Nord. So that's where I stand. Piano Man Chuck, peace out. Thanks for watching.